Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Aquarius, how are you guys doing? I hope all is well with you. Oh, what a beautiful, beautiful day. The sun is shining. It just feels so good about everything, about life, about just enjoying the moments thereof. You know, you could turn around, you could look at your family, look at yourself. Just inhale, exhale. Let's do our routine. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Shake it off, shake it off. Just be free. Imagine yourself just flying high like an eagle. Just enjoying life, just enjoying yourself. Going through the storms and holding your head up high and just believing that your journey still has a ways to go, but you're going to enjoy every moment of it as you take that journey to your greatest self, to your greatest success. Spirit, talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Aquarius family. Give them the clarity and understanding that they need to prosper, to grow, to be a success, to be their best selves. Open the doorways of opportunity and let them be who they were always meant to be. Let them see the possibilities of what's to come. Let them block the naysayers, the haters, the enemies outside this door and their door. Reveal messages to them that are meant for their growth and let them hear their intuition and let them see the signs. Speak to us, Spirit. Reveal on behalf of our Aquarius family. Let them know the way to go. Hope you guys have been becoming more in tune with yourself. I know a few of you that I've even spoken to myself have started releasing a lot of baggage from their lives. They're practicing their breathing and they're paying attention to messages that they normally would not have received. It's a great day. Growth is the best thing ever. When you see growth in people and they acknowledge the growth themselves, it takes you just to another corridor of life where you're flapping your wings high, you're believing in yourself, you're listening to your intuition, you're growing and you're starting to see the effects of that growth. It's a great day, I'm telling you. All the possibilities in this world, all the great things to come. The Tower. Ooh. Mm. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, the Five of Pentacles. Mm. Wow. The Ten of Wands. Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Wow, Aquarius. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let me tell you something, Aquarius. I must commend you. Oh my gosh, Aquarius. Woo! I just felt that as well. I love when I pick up on the vibes of certain signs. It's like, wow, do you see? You have been through some changes in your life. I mean, changes that threw you off your game, changes that made you feel you couldn't get back up from it. Heartbreak, like, oh, it's just so much, so much. Losing financially some money, not to the point where you are broke, just to the point where you're gasping for air. Somebody shook up your world. Somebody shook up your world. They broke your heart, took your money, And now you have to put in action to make things happen in your life. You're just on the go because you're rebuilding. You're rebuilding. They thought they got you down because you were going through this feeling of not having, of lacking. You had, but you know you had more, and it hurt you. It could have been a breakup, a divorce, um, not the way you thought it was going to go in court. It's just you felt this despair, this lacking. It could be, if you're not married, it could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend that stole money from you or did things you never expected them to do. And it kind of threw you off course. And it had you where you cried, male or female. Tears actually came down your eyes for the pain that you were feeling, the exhaustion, looking at the investment and assuming it to be a complete loss. But the one thing you have to recognize is no matter what you experience in this life, there's always a chance to bounce back, for you to rethink things and work from the perspective of where you are right now, the here and now, the moment. That's why they tell you to have gratitude so you can have that sense of peace, love, sustainability wrapped into this one scenario where you just feel like, I can't do this anymore. But you know you're not going to give up, but you feel like you want to. You're just tired and exhausted. And I always tell people, when you have to restart something, it doesn't mean you're starting from ground zero, because through the process, you picked up nuggets along the way. That's a given. Now that you have the nuggets, even if you don't know their sustainability or how they're going to help you to maneuver to the next level or continue growing, there are nuggets in there with messages that will show you how those messages can be applied to your life. So you're not starting from ground zero. You may not be back up completely at the top because you have to restructure things so that it can get more in tune with the best route to take. This is a learning experience. We are supposed to learn something every day. You know how boring life is if you don't learn anything? Every day should be a new adventure. Every day. You could be in your chair rocking and learn something, whether it's from a book or a newspaper. Learn another perspective, learn another route, another alternative. That's going to help you to forge forward. So don't give up. But you know what? All the despair that you were in, you're moving, you're building. You keep going. That's what you do. It doesn't say that you're not going to hurt from time to time. It just says that you will continue climbing until you get to where you need to be. You want adventure and fulfillment, and you're going to have that. That's why the Wheel of Fortune comes in. So many phases, so many changes, so many opportunities, so many gifts, so many rewards. Everything is going to come and play for you. But you got to get through this stuff to get to this stuff. Okay? You have options, changes. Sometimes it feels like everything was just falling apart. Now you're rebuilding. And you've learned so much along the way. You're rebuilding better than you did when you first started. That's why I say certain nuggets are left to help you and apply to your life down the line. It may not be immediate gratification, but because of what you learned along the way, think about it. Think about learning to do something. Think about something at work. You wanted to do well in it, and every time you tried it, it didn't work out. Okay? It didn't work out. I was like, there was a time I remember I was in high school and I worked as a cashier. Um, I think that one was through an agency, so I think that one was Barney's, New York. But you know, when people are coming at you quick and you have to count the money. I even worked in the gift shop in the United Nations, and it was like they had those old time registers where you had to know. basically how to count. So I would be able, I never understood how people could say, okay, um, let's say $4.19. Um, you have to give back the change or something. So let's say somebody gave you a $50 bill and you got to charge them the $4.19. Is how to count back to know what is going to be the change you give them. And I never understood. And then I realized, okay, it was like count this way. If you got 19 and you know a penny is going to make it 20, so it's really 420. So then what would get you to the difference? And you start adding the difference. So it was 419, I put it 420. I know $80 now or 80 cents is going to put me at the $5, right? And then I started learning how to count back change. And I remember going to one of those grocery stores, and the machines went down, the cashier registers went down in the store. So we were getting, at that time we were buying a lot of chicken and, just groceries and stuff. And they had meat on sale. So everybody was rushing down there. But what happened is the registers went out. And some of the cashiers didn't know how to count the change, and lines were getting longer and longer, and they couldn't count to make that dollar. And the lady's like, I'm going to have to get my manager. I don't know how much change I'm supposed to give you. The register's down, and we have to use our key to open it and get the change, but I don't know how much change. So I taught her right then and there how to count so she would know how much change to give me back. And she said, nobody ever showed me this before. And she learned something new that day. I felt good because I know how it feels, especially when your line is growing long. And I didn't know how to do that. Oh my gosh, that was like so terrifying. So terrifying for me. So I know how it is with other people when you want to learn something and you're doing your best, and then you start to see the results. And that's what life is all about. It's about learning something new on a daily basis, something where you could pat yourself on the back and say, this is great. This is great. I did that. I learned that. Notice that's something that really made me feel good. I felt like I always had issues with math. And then it was just a simple thing that I was taught that allowed me to branch out to different horizons. And now everything I do is about math. It's just crazy. People always say, you're not going to use it. Yes, you will. You will use it. You got to divide people up in classes. You got to add. You got to subtract. You got to divide. It's so much with math. And no matter what, you always learn how to count your money, right? So I'm just telling you, make it your duty to learn something new every day. You're never too old to learn something new. And pat yourself on the back when you do. You have all these changes going on in your life right now, and you're looking out to the future. You're growing. You're learning more things. You're exposing yourself to change. You're accepting the fact that things don't always stay the same. Aquarius, and usually that throws you off a little bit because you like adventure, you like to do and know things, but you also like a routine. So now you're completely like flapping your wings to explore. And this is a beautiful thing. You're happy. And you know what this gave you? Strength. It gave you strength, strength, strength. All these changes that have taken place in your life, the different options coming out of your comfort zone. I mean, really, you had that high anxiety because you're a little frightened by the attempt to do something that you're not familiar with. You like to be in charge. You like to know what you're doing. And you make a lot of assumptions at times, and this is no different. But you have flapped your wings right now, and you've opened your mind, your eyes to possibilities. Because of your growth and your exploration, you have learned new things daily. And this is allowing you to be more adventurous and try new things. This is a good time for you. I am happy for you. I think by you opening the doors to growth and accepting it and embracing it, and stop thinking of what you don't have and focus on what you do have. You know, you're always quick to say, I don't have this, I don't have that. Then you have nothing. What do you have? Well, I got a good running car. It's a little old, but it runs good. You know, I don't have a big house, but I got a nice condo or a nice apartment that's clean that I call my sanctuary. It's my home. You know, I take care of my family. I'm able to work hard. I don't have a college degree, but the work that I put in and my work ethic has us doing okay. You know, I am learning to love myself. I'm learning to be myself. I am learning to grow. Look at all of the changes that are transpiring in your life. And you had, this is a tower, you had your world chaotic, turned upside down. And you had to catch your bearings and catch yourself and still say, and still I rise. Okay? They tried to slow you down. They tried to wish you bad. And you know what you said? No, I'm stronger than that. I'm strong. I believe in myself. And my strength is coming from within. It was placed there by my source. Never be scared to grow and expose yourself to change. Because nothing in this life, nothing in this world stays the same. Nothing. Somebody could still be corny with their jokes, but now they might be more animated. So they found a way to change it up a little bit. You know, maybe somebody in your family can't cook, and all of a sudden their food was tasting good one day, and you don't even know if it was because they actually seasoned it well or if you were just plain hungry. You know, change happens. Your family member could have got a cookbook and started practicing and learning things. Don't be the same person yesterday as you are today. Don't be that yesterday person. Be a person of substance. Be a person of growth. Don't limit yourself. Don't be fearful of learning new things. Because no matter what, you got your faith and you got your strength. You're more than a conqueror. Woo, man, that is wonderful. I'm going to take a special card from this deck to see what's going on, Aquarius. Because I want to know what's important to you, too. What is important to you, too? The moon. Wow. 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 Okay. Okay. I know it's childlike. Please excuse me for a moment. Oh my gosh. Okay. When I told you your changes, your life got chaotic, all these things were going on. This deck, you got the Tower, right? This deck, you got the Tower. Two separate decks. Same message about all this change that's taking place in your life. The Tower. It's change you're going to adapt to. You're going to bounce back on your feet. But it's just been chaotic. You that's what I'm telling you, you're getting this sense of freedom. It's like you're getting a sort of balance in your life. Oh my goodness. I just feel this energy, Aquarius. You are on the right track. Look at that. You got the Emperor too. You are on the right track. You're looking out. You're looking beyond. You're opening your mind. You're opening that lens on the camera to see a zoom, to see things bigger and better. You're no longer going to be walking around with that lacking mentality and limitless pain from what you've experienced. The lacking and limitations and restrictions in your life. You're not doing that anymore. You're realizing that you got to keep moving forward, put the work in, accept the fact that those changes that took you down, these new changes coming with your wheel of fortune are going to elevate you to another level, because now you're starting to see possibilities, endless possibilities. You're not going to keep limiting yourself with the lack of this and the lack of that mentality. You're looking out. You're looking out to the future, to what's to come. You're optimistic. You're seeing potential. You're starting to rise to the occasion. And you know what? Through all of this, through this whole process, no matter how stressful, frustrating, demeaning, lackluster, you found your strength. And you're finding your strength. You feel a sense of freedom, a sense of being wholeheartedly who you are, and looking to apply that change in your life. So those changes have you off kilter, off balance, because this is new territory you're stepping in, you're walking in, you're seeking your truth, you're looking for answers to your questions, because you know what? You see yourself on that throne as that emperor, where you care about people, you're thinking about possibilities, you're looking at trying new things. You used to be fearful of trying things and just stay with that one perspective that this is the only way to do this. Now you're learning about cooking, you're learning about dancing, you're learning about education, you're learning about things that you're not accustomed to even seeking out answers to. But now you have an open mind because of what you've been through. So no matter how you feel about what you've been through, and there were sad days, you learned so much through this process. Your energy is phenomenal. Aquarius, keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing and exploring new things. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, you had the experience. What did you learn from it? Stop limiting yourself and putting up a gate to close yourself out. Your personality yearns for more. Your desires yearn for more. And you know what? You yearn for more. Garnet Queen Tarot here saying, be inspired to rise. Don't limit your growth. Don't limit yourself. Expand, explore, be adventurous, learn more. Till we meet again, Garnet Queen Tarot, where we're inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you, visitors, for visiting the channel. Thank you all, subscribers, for being a part of Garnet Queen Tarot. Till we meet again, have a good one. Take care. Be inspired.